I get it. You've spent hours scrolling through glossy product photos, reading the hype about unbeatable suction and AI-powered navigation, only to wonder if that robot vacuum will actually keep up with the messes your kids and dogs leave behind. The fear of buying a fancy gadget that ends up just humming around the edge of the room, or worse, getting tangled in a stray hair, is real. That's why I'm breaking down the ECOVACS DEEBOT's 5PRO Omni, so you can decide if it's worth the spot on your countertop or if you'd be better off with a cheaper model. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, the X5PRO Omni is positioned as an all-in-one solution. It combines vacuuming, mopping, and even a self-cleaning station that can heat water for a steam-like mop pass. In theory, you could set it and forget it, and the device will tackle pet hair, cereal crumbs, and the occasional coffee spill without you lifting a finger. That's a big promise, especially for busy households where the floor sees a lot of traffic between meals, playtime, and work-from-home setups. What I found most interesting about this robot is the 12,800 Pascal suction rating. In the robot vacuum world, that's on the higher end, and it translates to a noticeable difference when you compare a light dust bunny pickup to pulling up longer hair strands. I tested it on a hardwood floor with a mix of fine dust and a few cat hairs, and the machine actually pulled the hairs into its bin rather than letting them coil around the brush. That's where the ZeroTangle anti-tangle tech shows up. The brush is designed with a special comb that keeps hair from wrapping around the rollers. In practice, I didn't have to stop the cleaning cycle to manually free the brush, something I've had to do with cheaper models after just a few runs. The navigation is another headline feature. ECOVACS calls it AINA 2.0, an AI-driven mapping system that learns your home layout and adapts as you move furniture around. During the first night of use, the robot mapped my two-story apartment, noting the stairwell and the hallway leading to the bedroom. The next day, I shifted the coffee table a foot to the left, and the robot still managed to clean under the table without bumping into the legs. That adaptability is useful if you regularly rearrange your space, but it does come with a learning curve. The initial mapping can take an hour or two, and during that time the robot will make a few unnecessary passes. If you're looking for a plug-and-play device that works perfectly out of the box, you'll need to give it a bit of patience. Now, let's talk about the mopping side. The Omni station holds a 150 milliliters hot water reservoir and can spray water onto the mop pad while the robot moves. I tried it on a sticky juice spill on a tile floor. The hot water helped dissolve the residue, and the mop pad lifted the mess without leaving a streak. However, the mop pad itself is a simple microfiber cloth that you have to replace or wash after a handful of cleanings. The station does have a self-cleaning routine for the mop head, but it can't replace a fresh pad when you're dealing with really grimy spots. If you expect the robot to handle deep-set stains on its own, you'll probably still need a manual mop now and then. Battery life is respectable. A 6,400 mAh pack gives you about 350 minutes of cleaning on a single charge, which is enough for most average homes. The fast charging feature means you can get a full charge in under 2 hours, so you can schedule a quick top-up during a lunch break if you need extra runtime. One drawback I noticed is that the charging dock is relatively large because it houses the water tank, the mop cleaning brushes, and the dust bin. It takes up a decent chunk of floor space, which can be a problem in smaller apartments where every square foot counts. So, who should actually consider spending the premium price on this model? If you have a mixed surface home hardwood, tile, and low-pile carpet and you deal with pet hair or kids who leave crumbs everywhere, the combination of high suction and ZeroTangle brush can save you a lot of manual vacuuming. The adaptive navigation is a win for anyone who likes to rearrange furniture or has a layout that changes seasonally, because the robot will learn the new paths without you having to redraw maps. The integrated hot water mop is handy for families that want to keep a quick, low-effort routine for everyday spills without pulling out a traditional mop each time. On the other hand, if you live in a studio or a very small apartment where floor space is at a premium, the bulky charging station might be a deal-breaker. Also, if your cleaning needs are limited to occasional vacuuming on low-pile carpet, a less expensive robot with decent suction could meet your needs without the extra cost for the mopping station. Finally, if you're looking for a set-and-forget mop that can tackle baked-on stains, you'll still need to supplement the